Alright, we're going to set up a visual filter for imperative verbs and check them out in Ephesians and Romans. So to start off, we're going up here to Documents, and we'll scroll down to Visual Filter. Select Morph in the upper right hand corner of that pane. There we go. And make sure we're on Greek Logos. Hit the @ symbol. I'm going to just hit V. It'll highlight verb for me. And over under mood, we're going to get the imperative selected. There we go. And let's go with a red highlight, since imperatives are important. I got to pay attention to them. Okay? And then we'll title this imperative verbs. Alright? So we'll do that. And then let's head over here to start in Romans. We should be able to scroll down through the book. Actually, let's make this a little bit smaller so we can scroll through a little faster. Here we go. And you can see the first imperative verb highlighted there in red in chapter 3. But that's about it for the first part of the epistle. And you just keep scrolling along here till you get to chapter 6 when you see a few. Right there in the middle of chapter 6. But then again, no more imperatives. So Paul doesn't have a lot of commands here in the early part of his epistle until you get to chapter 12 here. There we go. And then it starts getting pretty dense. So a lot of commands coming through in chapter 12, chapter 13, 14, into chapter 15. And then he closes out in chapter 16 with a lot of the same verb. They're all imperatives. Greet one another. Almost all imperatives, except for in verse 17. So that's Romans. Roll in here to Ephesians. Do the same. And again, similar to Romans, not a lot in the beginning. We've got one imperative in chapter 2. Nothing in 3, nothing. Oh, there we go. Few at the end of chapter, right towards the second half of the book, end of chapter 4. Again, he starts laying it on pretty thick, so a lot to pay attention to, a lot to follow through with. 4, 5, and 6. End of chapter 4, 5, and 6 is where you find the imperatives in Ephesians. And then if you want to turn them off, you can also go up there to this little 3-dot button and uncheck it, and they'll disappear. I've got a lot of untitled filters. I don't know what they are, but there's my imperative verbs. So there we go.